In today's video, we'll be comparing the top two clocks on the market, the LingAo and the ShengShou. Now, apart from the Rubik's clock, the LingAo was the only clock out there for 7 whole years, till about a month ago when ShengShou released their mass-produced clock. The main feature everyone was excited for were the pre-installed magnets on the pins. It's rare to find a clock that has magnetized pins, as they're different types of magnets and the process is rather difficult, so this was a huge deal. They're roughly the same price, the ShengShou being $14.50 and the LingAo $15. They can both be purchased at Daily Puzzles and you can use code LHCube to save 10% off. The stock versions of these puzzles are both horrible from experience. LingAo's out of the box feels super rough and sandy to turn, and the ShengShou, although lubricated, is extremely slow. However, I've applied Weight 5 lubricant to both of these puzzles, and all I can say is that the LingAo has greatly benefited from it. It's incredibly fast now, turns being practically effortless, and after adding the magnets to it became such an amazing clock. After I lubricated the ShengShou, the turning did seem to get a bit better, however even after hundreds of solves on it, it's still quite slow and is incredibly inconsistent. Some turns are of decent speed, others feel rough and some feel really slow. It's not really pleasurable to turn and it sometimes hurts my fingers after a while. The pins also catch quite frequently, which wastes a lot of time in my solves. I personally prefer the LingAo pins as the strength to move them up and down is effortless, whereas the ShengShou's pins are quite strong and of course catch a lot. One preference I have over the LingAo, however, is how easy it is to disassemble. This is extremely helpful when needing to apply lube compared to having to cut open the LingAo. I can't stress the turning enough. The LingAo is such a breeze. I enjoy long practice sessions on the LingAo as it allows me to go exceedingly fast, however the ShengShou is kind of slow and I can't see myself doing more than 10 solves in a row. If I had to pick between the two, it would depend because the stock LingAo is horrible, and that could be an issue for cubers who may not have any experience with clock. I would 100% recommend attempting to set it up regardless of experience, as it's definitely worth it in the end compared to a mediocre, inconsistent already set up clock, aka the ShengShou. If you just want to try out clock, I'd go for the ShengShou, however I strongly recommend attempting to set up the LingAo. I watched Cubing World's video on it, so go watch that if you plan on doing so. Thanks everybody for watching, thank you to Daily Puzzles for sending the ShengShou to me. If you'd like to purchase some cubes, head to their store and use my code LHCube to save 10% off your entire order. Thanks for watching and we'll see you all soon.